So my video output's been a bit sporadic over the last few months, and that's mainly due to the fact that I've now got a girlfriend, which is nice but can be a bit time consuming and often leave little room for other things I like doing, like making YouTube videos and having sex with other women. But when you find yourself making these sacrifices, it can be tempting to ask yourself, what exactly makes someone girlfriend material, and how do you know she's a keeper? Well, allow me to introduce you to the ideal woman spectrum. Now obviously, this is going to be slightly different from the ideal man spectrum because men and women are different and therefore value different things in their ideal partner. I know that men can sometimes seem very shallow and looks oriented, but if you're a woman watching this, you'll be happy to know that the ideal woman spectrum ain't about the way you look. It's about sex. More specifically, who you're currently having sex with. Anyway, like the ideal man spectrum, it's divided into three main categories, each having two subcategories, with the prospect being more attractive as they move further into the centre. So the first section of the nobody category is not ever. This is the label I normally give to girls that have made it clear they're never going to sleep with me. This could be because they're gay. And the other section I call not yet. This is the girl that a lot of guys find frustrating because she wants to wait for a certain number of dates, or until she's married, or, legal. Either way, you've got to wait. So let's head over to the opposite end of the spectrum, which is everybody. So firstly, we have everybody including me. These ones are typically viewed as party girls. I normally see them as fun-loving and strong-minded women who know exactly what they want and don't allow society to dictate to them what they should do with their own bodies. And then we have the girls that seem to want to sleep with everybody but me. I normally see these girls as whores, although that might say more about me than it does about them. And finally, we have the girl who chooses to sleep with just me category, where we have the sections we're exclusive and my personal favourite, she's exclusive. I'm not.
What was that?
Nothing. Love you. Anyway, even though the woman in the centre is usually considered ideal, what a bloke actually settles for depends on the stage he's at in his life and his current maturity level. For example, when I was younger and more simple-minded, I used to spend a lot of my time going out to nightclubs and cheap bars because I was looking for party girls, or hoes as they like to be called. But now that I'm a bit older, I actually like going to other places like upscale wine bars and even art galleries, because as I've matured and gotten a little more sophisticated in my thinking, I've realised that you can meet hoes in art galleries too. So once a bloke has picked from one of his 6 options, he'll need to decide if she's a keeper. Now, it's generally a good idea to be with a woman that enables you to grow into the best version of yourself possible, and for that reason, a bloke needs to figure out what kind of role the woman he's dealing with likes to play on his team. The 3 most common roles are the critic, the cheerleader, and the coach. The critic is the woman that feels that it's more important to focus on what can be improved than to celebrate what's already going well, which can actually be good for you if you respond well to negative reinforcement.
My last boyfriend had no ambition. He was so lazy. But my boyfriend before that had way too much ambition. He never spent any time with me.
And what about the guy before that? Was his penis too big or something?
No, it was too hard. What?
The coach is the girl who's always quick to offer advice and suggestions to move you in the direction that she thinks you need to go in.
You've been working there for 9 months now. I think it's time you ask for a raise. Maybe start by asking to take on more responsibility, and then once you've proven yourself, they're bound to give you an official promotion. Actually, you should probably get a haircut too. Look more professional. And if you thought about moving your lips a bit more when you speak, because sometimes it looks like you don't even have a mouth, and that might be putting people off.
This can be helpful, but can also leave you feeling like she's trying to control you because she don't trust that you can make good decisions for yourself. And finally, we have the cheerleader, who likes to ensure that you always have the emotional support and encouragement you need to feel like a champion and inspire you to complete everything you start.
Go on, baby. You can do it. I believe in you. You're a man. You don't need my help. You've got this. Oh! Yay!
Okay, that last bit was a joke. Now, each to their own, but I personally prefer the cheerleader type because even though I need to feel like I'm the captain of my own ship, having someone to cheer me on when times are good and believe in me when times are bad really helps to alleviate the feeling of physical and emotional frustration caused by the cognitive dissonance associated with choosing to be in a sexual relationship with only one woman, while simultaneously being aware that every fibre in my testosterone-filled body is yearning for me to be sexually intimate with every other attractive woman on the planet.
What?
Nothing. Why do you keep coming? What do you want?